Hi guys, welcome to Brightly's Nook. So in today's video I have a book haul. So for most of these books I don't really know what they're all about. I just went to the bookstore and I picked up books that I saw on Book Talk, I saw on Instagram. So the first book I'm going to show you is The Cool Prince. I feel like I'm late picking this series up. I think the reason why I'm late, I don't like bully romances, and from the descriptions, some of bookstagrammers, book talkers, and booktubers are saying that it's a bully romance, and I guess I'll give it a try and I'll see if I like it or not. I'll let you guys know if I don't. So I'll put that right here. On the next book I have, I might as well tell y'all, if you don't know what The Cruel Prince is, I will read the back for you. So Jude was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she and her twin sister, not twin, I don't want to call them twins, 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous high court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. To win a place at court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. Sounds pretty interesting. If he's wicked, then he's mean. Duh, he's a villain, I guess. And the next book I have is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Oh, Cruel Princess by Holly Black. I like the cover. The cover is pretty nice. Sorry if there's a glare. I don't know if I can stop that. I can't. Just regular hardback book. There's a map. See the map? Okay, and this book is recommended to those who like ACOTAR. I have them up here somewhere in this. No, that's the retelling stuff higher. You can't see them. But if you don't know what these hollow vows are, I will read the description for you. I could revel in the darkness. These are the hours of spies and thieves. They're my hours. Breene would do anything before making a deal with the Fae. Death is preferable to their vicious schemes, but when her sister is taken by the sadistic king of the Unseelie Court, there is nothing Breene wouldn't do to get her back, including making a deal with the king himself to steal 3 magical relics from the rival Seelie Court. Gaining unfettered access to the Seelie Court is easier said than done. Breene's only choice is to pose as a potential bride for Prince Rowan, the Seelie prince, who's not quite as wicked as she once thought. Unwilling to let her heart distract her, she accepts help from a band of Unseelie misfits with their own secret agenda. But as Breene spends time with their mysterious leader, Finn, she finds herself struggling to resist his seductive charm. Caught between 2 dangerous courts, Breene must decide who to trust with her loyalty and with her heart. And that is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Next, I have The Puppy War. Oh, and I got all these books from BAM. This is by, forgive me if I butcher her last name, R.F Kuang. It's The Puppy War. I saw on Book Talk and, all the social media that this book was white, but this one's orange. And I'm guessing that's because it has the insights and interviews and more. But here's a description. When War Orphan Rin aced the Keiju, the empire-wide test to find the most talented youth to learn at the academies, she surprised everyone. Test officials, the guardians who wanted to marry her off to further their criminal enterprise, and even herself. But being a dark-skinned peasant girl from the south is not easy at Singard, the most elite military school in the Khan. Targeted by rival classmates for her color, poverty, and gender, Rin discovers that God's long thought debt are very much alive, and that she possesses a lethal, unearthly power and aptitude for the nearly mythical art of shamanism that could be the weapon the Empire desperately needs. While Nakara is at peace, its enemy and former occupiers, the Federation of Mugen, bides its time, and a third Poppy War is just a spark away. Ren's shamanic powers may be the only way to save her people. Yet, as she discovers more about the god that has chosen her, the vengeful Phoenix, she fears that winning the war may cost her her humanity, and it may already be too late. That sounds really interesting. And look, it's pretty floppy. I like a good floppy paperback. And this book is divided into parts. So there's part 1, part 2, and I guess a third part 2. And this one also comes with a map. Sorry if I'm not like hyped up to like a hyper level. Let's just treat this as like a cozy time. Like we're just sitting back just talking about books. This is cozy nook, Brightly's nook, cozy nook, a cozy nook place. The next book we have is The Stand-In by Lily Chu. Yes, by Lily Chu. I picked up this book because she looks like she would be in a K-drama, does she not? But when I read the back, it is about a Chinese actor, so she could be from a Chinese drama, C-drama, which I love those too. But here's the back. Gracie Reed is doing just fine. Sure, she was fired by her overly friendly boss, and no, she still hasn't gotten her mother into the nursing home of their dreams. But she's healthy, she's somewhat happy, and she's mostly holding it all together. But when a mysterious SUV pulls up beside her, revealing Chinese cinema's golden couple, Wei Feng Li and Sam Yao, Gracie's world is turned on its head. The famous actress has a proposition. Due to their uncanny resemblance, Feng Li wants Gracie to be her stand-in. The catch? Gracie would have to be escorted by Sam, the most attractive and infuriating man Gracie has ever met. If it means getting the money that she needs for her mother, Gracie's in. Soon Gracie moves into the world of luxury she never knew existed. But resisting Sam and playing the role of an elegant movie star proves more difficult than she ever imagined, especially when she learns the real reason Feng Li so desperately needs help. In the end, all the determination in the world won't be able to help Gracie keep up this elaborate ruse without losing herself and her heart. That sounds amazing. I just love this cover. It's really pretty. Okay. Next we have The Poisoned Heart by Kalynn Bayron. This cover is so heckin' pretty. That is really pretty. So upside down. Hold on. There we go. That is so pretty. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's this way. That is so pretty. Is this like a red or is that red or pink? I don't know. You guys tell me what color this is. I don't know. It looks red, but up close it looks kind of fuchsia. I might be going crazy, but we will read the description. Strange magic blooms behind a poison gate. Breene has a gift. With a single touch, she can grow plants from teeny seeds to rich blooms. When Breene's aunt dies and wills her dilapidated estate in rural New York, Bree and her parents hope that, surrounded by plants and flowers, she will finally learn to control her gift. But their new home is sinister in ways they never expected. It comes with a mysterious set of instructions, a walled garden filled with the deadliest botanicals in the world, and a generation of secrets. There is more to Bree's sudden inheritance than she could have imagined, and she is determined to uncover it. And that is The Poisoned Heart by Kalynn Bayron. There is no picture of the dilapidated house, but here's the author. She's pretty. Yep, there's that. And one book that I'm really excited for is Defy the Night by Brigid, Kemmerer. And I found this book in BAM, like behind other versions of it. Not other versions, but the same one. And I happened to open it, and guess what, you guys? It's signed. Isn't that cute? Not cute. Wasn't that cool? And this book has these flowers on it, which I'm guessing is the moonflower petal that they use for their elixir to cure that sickness, kill the sickness that's in the realm. So I'll read. Here we go. A kingdom divided by corruption, the king desperately holding it together, a girl willing to risk everything to bring it crashing down. The kingdom of Kandala is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between sectors have only worsened since the sickness began ravaging the land. And the only known cure, an elixir made from the moonflower petal, is severely limited. The king holds on to tenuous peace with a ruthless hand. Out in the wilds, apothecary apprentice Tessa Cade and her best friend Wes are tired of watching people suffer. They risk their lives every night to steal moonflower petals and distribute the elixir to those in need, but it's still not enough. This book reminds me of that little segment reminded me of a book that I'm reading on my Kindle. Oh, just let you guys know, these are my stickers. Aren't they cute? Anyway, I'll show you a book. Because there's a girl in this book who steals flowers for elixir that cures the sickness in her homeland. And this book is called, give me a second, A Ruin of Roses. That's my daughter. Okay, scoot. Okay, it's A Ruin of Roses. It's A Ruin of Roses by R.F Breene. I am on book 3. I think there's 3 books, or I might be lying. Well, for all I know right now, there are 3 books, but I'm pretty sure there's 4. But yeah, that is Defy the Night, which is so gorgeous. Look at that holographic. It's so holographic and pretty. The next book we have is Lost in Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas. I thought this book looked really pretty. I'm a sucker for a good dust jacket or a good cover. Doesn't it look beautiful? It really does. Really pretty. Okay, so it says, when children go missing, people want answers. It's been 5 years since Wendy and her 2 brothers vanished into the woods near the small coastal town of Astoria, Oregon. Wendy returned with no memories of where she had been or what had happened to her. Her brothers did not. When the town's children start to disappear, the mystery around her brothers is brought back into the light, and the police are once again knocking on Wendy's door for answers. Attempting to flee her past, Wendy almost runs over an unconscious boy laying in the middle of the road. Peter, a boy she thought lived only in her stories, asks for Wendy's help to rescue the missing kids. But in order to find them, Wendy must confront what's waiting for her in the woods. Why does this sound like Peter Pan? Lost in Neverland, Lost in Neverwoods, Wendy and Peter. This sounds like Peter Pan and Wendy, like a retelling, I guess. Not even a real telling, because it's not Neverland, it's Neverwoods. Nice. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay. And on my Kindle, this is a haul. It's not a physical haul, a digital haul. Also, a book came out, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday, called The Book of Azrael by Nicole. Okay, the book description is World Ender meets Ender of Worlds. 1,000 years ago, Diana gave up her life in the deserts of... Forgive me, Amber. I'm just going to say E. 1,000 years ago, Diana gave up her life in the deserts of E to save her dying sister. Sorry for my hands. She called upon anyone who would listen, not expecting a monster far worse than a nightmare to answer. Now she does what Kaden asked, even if that means securing an ancient relic from the very creature that hurt her. A king thought long dead and long forgotten. In the old world, his name was Samkiel. In the new world, it is Liam, but one title remains true throughout time. He is the World Ender, a myth to his enemies, a savior and king to those loyal to him. After the gods' war, he locked himself away, hiding from the world. He denied his crown and responsibilities, leaving the very ones who needed him most to deal with the fallout of the death of their homeworld. Now an attack on those he holds dear sends him back to the one realm he never wished to visit again, and into the sights of an enemy he thought imprisoned eons ago. Now enemies older than time must be put aside. Let's fix that. Now enemies older than time must put aside their differences and work together in hopes of saving both their world and every realm in between. That is really good. Sounds really good. This is what it looks like. You can see it. It's pretty cool. And one more book that I got from Amazon. This is one of the books I got from Amazon. I got a whole lot of books from Amazon. Not a whole lot, just probably 2 more. Should I tell you those? Should I tell you about those too? I'll take them out. This is a haul, might as well show you guys. So this is called Daughter of the Drowned Empire by Frankie, Diane, Mallis. What I like about this book is that it's not, you can't tell because you're not here, but this is it's waxy. It's not, what do you call those? The other ones that's like not waxy. Paper filling. It's not paper filling. It's really, really waxy. There's nothing on it. It said, after the Emperor of Lumeria murders her cousin for possessing forbidden magic, Lady Loriana Batavia will stop at nothing to protect her sisters from the same fate. Though in line to rule in their own country, their forbidden magic leaves them a dangerous target for the Emperor's wrath. When it's time for Lear to reveal her own magic, she reveals something else entirely. Something that means banishment from the Empire. The only way to stay is to enter a deadly contract. Lear has 7 months to become a warrior. But when she's forced to train with Lord Reinhardt, the man she secretly loved since she was a girl, a feared warrior in exile himself, forbidden to her in every way, surviving the training and saving her sisters may mean sacrificing her own heart. So in the gist, Lear has forbidden magic. Yeah, Lear has forbidden magic, and in order for her to stay in her kingdom and avoid banishment, she has to participate in a contract, a deadly contract, and she must become a warrior. In order to become a warrior, she has to train with Lord Lionheart, which is a guy that she has loved since she was young. So she has to survive that, protecting her sisters, preventing getting banished, and not falling in love. That is the summary of what I just read, in case you didn't understand anything I said. So that is that. It's really pretty. Did I show you? Did I show you what it looks like? Up close. Looks pretty good too, don't it? I wonder why it's called the Drowned Kingdom. We'll find out when I read it. Okay. The next one is A Far Wilder Magic by Allison Saft. And this is what it looks like on the, can you guys see that? It's yellow with these little, there we go, let's get closer. Yeah, it's yellow, yellowish, neon yellow. That's what the, so it looks like. It's black. Nothing, just plain white. When Margaret Felty spots the legendary Hala, the last living mythical creature, she knows that Half Moon Hunt will soon follow. Whoever is able to kill the Hala will earn fame and riches and unlock an ancient magical secret. While Margaret is the best sharpshooter in town, the only teams of two can register, and she needs an alchemist. Weston Winters isn't an alchemist yet. He's been fired from many apprenticeships he's landed, and his last chance hinges on Master Welty taking him in. But when Wes arrives at Welty Manor, he finds only Margaret. She begrudgingly allows him to stay on one condition: he must join the hunt with her. Although they make an unlikely team, they soon find themselves drawn to each other. As the hunt looms closer and tension rises, Margaret and Wes uncover dark magic that could be the key to winning the hunt, if they survive that long. That is A Far Wilder Magic. We'll put this here. And the last book that I have to show you is The Darkest Stray, Book 2, Shadow Wings. I read book 1, which was called Blood Oath. I found Blood Oath back in, I have no clue. This is 2022. It was years ago I found Blood Oath, and I didn't want to read it. It didn't suck me in, because I guess I wasn't like into fantasy as much as I am now. But I bit the bullet at the end of last year and I read it, and I do not regret it. I asked myself, why did I wait so freaking long to read it? It is a dragon romance. Dragon romance, enemies to lovers, slow burn, great character development. Yeah, this is by Raye Wagner and Kelly St. Clair. Is that the ST? Is that for Saint? I always say St. Clair. I never know. But I'll read you. Well, should I read you this? I'll read you what number 1 is about, and then I'll read you what number 2 is about. Get my handy dandy Kindle. Okay, book 1, Blood Oath. Everything I know is a lie. I'm an ordinary mortal girl. Lord Eric is a deprived dragon shifter. King Delron is an immortal tyrant. In the disease-ridden land of Verald, life is mapped out much like established rings of our kingdom. Everyone has a role. Me, I am uselessly serving potato stew for the rest of my life because I can't make anything grow. But starvation brews rebellion. When the king strikes, I am captured by Lord Eric. Instantly, I'm embroiled in a deadly game, one where I'm desperate to understand the rules because nothing makes sense anymore. Now I'm only fighting for my life, but a love that could be the key to my freedom. Love could be the key to her freedom. Because that didn't make sense to me. What if truth means you're not who or what you thought you were? But this description does not describe what Blood Oath is about. It doesn't even put it, the description doesn't even come close. Just a little bit, but it just doesn't even come close. So I'll tell you what my description of Blood Oath is. So you have this girl, and she is in this district. No, well, I guess because it's considered a district, because like there's rings of different sections, and each section is good at doing something. And her mother can grow plants like no other, and when she tries to do it, she can't do it. She either kills the plants or whatever. So her job is to peel potatoes for potato stew at this like tavern or something, where they have rebellion meetings. And in order to keep the rebellion under wraps, to keep it contained, you have Lord Eirik, which is the dragon shifter, and he circles around the perimeter of each ring to make sure a rebellion is not going on. So she is on her way home from trying to stay at a rebellion meeting, and Lord Eirik is in the air. He's in there. She sees his fire blow across the sky. She's like, oh crap, I am in trouble. So it goes from there. Like, it goes all uphill from there. Not uphill, but like downhill. And it's just a really good story. There's heartbreak. Oh, there is heartbreak. And there is finding herself, understanding herself, and it's a great story. This Blood Oath is a really great story. I love it. 5 stars, 100%. 100%. So I'll go ahead and tell you what shadowing is about. I will never be controlled again. Should I stop there? Okay. A manipulative dragon shifter, a sexy Phaeton prince. Me, I shouldn't even exist. You know, I'm not going to read anymore. That should give you an idea about what's going on. Well, not really, because you haven't even read book 1. But I think that sums up the end of book 1, moving into book 2. But yeah, that is Shadowings by Raye, Wagner, and Kelly St. Clair. God, I love this series. But that concludes this book haul and sort of review of Blood Oath and Shadowings. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And if you didn't, this is my first video, please give me some heads up. I am new to book 2, and I hope you guys enjoyed.